Here are the odds to win the AFC. As I started earlier, the Bills are the favorites at plus 350. The Chiefs are next at 5-1, followed by the Chargers, Ravens, and Broncos. Patriots, long shots, tied with the Dolphins and Titans at 22-1. What does your big board look like, Gasper?
My big board, the Bills would definitely be at the top of my big board here. I think that they're the favorites. I would have the Ravens after them. I think the Ravens are going to have a big bounce back year. Yeah, I mean, people sort of slept on the Ravens. You know, they had a ton of injuries last year. Lamar Jackson, this contract situation, he might be playing to be the highest paid player in the NFL. I like them. And then this is my sort of off the board pick that's a little unusual. I like the Broncos.
Okay, well, hold on, because we're showing the Ravens highlights here. Give me more on the Ravens. And it's beyond Lamar Jackson?
It's beyond Lamar Jackson. I like the coach. I like the defense. I think that they're a team that's not intimidated a lot of times by other teams.
That's right.
You know, so I think that people, again, are sleeping on them because they just had a ton of injuries last year. And I know people doubt Lamar Jackson as a thrower, but that offense is built around him. So I also like some of the stuff that they've sort of done in the draft. So I like them. Kansas City's obviously going to be in the mix as well. And then I said that, the team I like, that's sort of an off-the-board team, if I had to take a long shot, I like Denver.
Me too. Give me more. Why?
Well, because I look at that team, very good defense, very good secondary. It makes us all feel old. Patrick Surtain, the second there, makes us all feel really old. The defense is good. I like Cortland Sutton as a young receiver. And this guy, Russell Wilson, I think he doesn't get his flowers. He's an elite quarterback.
I think
people treat him like he's not.
I think he's the second best winner in the league. And a big gap between him and Brady. But I think you're talking about winning. When I get that cliche, he's a winner. That's this guy. And he's to me, I think that he's number 2 on that list to Tom Brady.
Not only is he a winner, the stats, it's almost like Tom Brady. You know, Brady, when it was Brady and Manning for a while, it was like Manning has the stats, but Tom Brady is winning. We're like, well, Tom Brady is winning and Brady has stats. Now we know that, but at the time, people weren't really paying attention. Same thing with Russell Wilson. I mean, the first 10 years in the league, his numbers are comparable. The only one who had greater numbers after 10 years is Peyton Manning. So he's got tremendous statistical numbers too. But the reason I disagree with you both on Denver, this is division. Division's just too tough. They may be the worst team in the division, and that's not saying they're a bad team.
Okay.
But you're in there with the Chargers, you got the Raiders, and you got Kansas City. And the stat that blows my mind, the last time they haven't beaten Kansas City in like 13 or 14 straight games. I mean, it's like an incredible losing streak they have against the Chiefs, and I don't see that changing.
What's your problem with the Chargers?
The coach. I don't like the coach.
Why not? Because he goes for it on fourth down?
He's one of these nerds.
You don't like that?
I think it's all that going for it on fourth down. I also think they're sort of institutional underachievers. I know they went out and obviously made some big moves. Khalil Mack's there now. They bring in J.C. Jackson. I love the quarterback. Love him. Yeah. Love Justin Herbert. But I think they're sort of, I've written this a couple of times, and I feel it's been the same way regardless of who the coach is or even the quarterback for years. The Bolts are dolts. They shoot themselves in the foot. They underachieve. I don't think that's going to change.
Okay, where are you on the Titans?
That's the team I'm having the hardest time with because, to be honest, they make the playoffs every year. Yeah. And I have to be honest, I picked them to make the playoffs in the Globe, but it's only because of Vrabel. I'm doing the in Belichick we trust thing and swapping in Vrabel's name. Because when I look at the team, I hate the quarterback. I hate Tannehill.
Why?
I think he's one of the worst quarterbacks.
Really?
I should say, one of the most overrated. One of the most overrated quarterbacks in the league. I mean, just that playoff game last year,
it was bad.
Come on, how bad was that? Also, that Harold Landry injury has me really spooked. He was very good for them. And they lost A.J. Brown. You go back to 2019, A.J. Brown is tied for third in the NFL in most touchdown receptions of 15 yards or more. And that's with Tannehill throwing him the ball. So I just feel like they've lost a lot, but I'm penciling them in. I'm saying Vrabel will figure it out the same way Patriots fans say Belichick will.
And that's another thing. That's an easy division. that's a pretty soft landing for them.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how is Vrabel going to figure it out with the quarterback that you don't necessarily love and
run the heck out of the ball.
And why? Yeah, but everybody knows that's coming with Derrick Henry. I mean, the great thing about A.J. Brown is that if you focus on Henry too much, well then A.J. Brown could beat you. But now they don't have an element like that.
But they came here last year, right, without Derrick Henry. I can't even name the two backs they put out there. Yeah. They ran all over the Patriots, and if those guys had held onto the ball, it would have been a game.